and I'd talk about opus clips because it's one of those things that's actually quite useful. You may know or may not know that I have a large YouTube channel, and opus clips is one of the things I use a lot, and I'll show you for why. I just showing you. This is my, so that's how many views I've had in the last 48 hours. And if you see, let me move the mouse so it can be seen. You see there, that was when I did the last batch of opus clips. Now, what I tend to do is I tend to see, is there a views over? Yes, okay. Let's see. Do the views over the last 28 days, right? Okay. But let's take it over lifetime of the channel. Now, if you go back to there, when I first started, I was getting 6 views a day. But this is where I started using opus clips. You see there, those ones there, June 2023. That was when, let's see if I can get that. You can see I started using opus clips, and by using opus clips, I managed to get some numbers that were doing some things, and the baseline was rising, and you know, things were doing well. 5,729 in a day, yeah. So that's why I use opus clips, and quite simply, I'll show you what's evolved. I go on to opus clips up there. So is there one long video, 10 viral clips, create 10 times faster. And they do free introductory, and they do various other creditable things on it. Now, if I go to my dashboard, you will see that there is a lot on there that are all waiting for something to be done with. Now, as it happens, those were ones that I used opus clips to edit. But these ones with the word new on them, these are all shorts. You say, well, that's not a short. Well, actually it is, but it's not a short in the sense of it's ready to be seen. It's shorts as in they're ready to go, and I'll show you what I mean by that. Basically, you get a video, be it a good one or a bad one or a boring one or something like this live. This live might well end up on one. But if I pick, for instance, this one, mini hi-fi cassette, hour, whatever, mini hi-fi, and if I click on there, it'll take you into the opus clips, what this made. Now, a couple of these have gone up already, but you can see when it's refreshed itself. Come on, computer, do your thing. There we go. Right, so these are all the clips that it's made. Now, you see where these number 2s are? That means that they've gone up, or they're scheduled to go up. And all this video was a standard video where I was talking about this particular device. And what the AI has done, because it's all done by AI, is it's gone and had a look and read what the video is and decided that some bits are interesting, and it's put them together and it's put titles on them. Now, how long did it take that to do that? Probably about 6 minutes, if that. I could show you one being done actually. If I go and find a video, I'll show you how it's done. So let me just get out of here, hit the home button. Right, so it says get clips. So what you have to do is you have to find a video of your own, and you have to click it on there. So if I go and find a video that I'm interested in, they can be vertical or horizontal. But if I go and find one, so if I go on to, for instance, that one, and go on to channel content, that brings up all my videos. And if I find one that is, well, let's go on to lives. Let's go on to lives. Okay. So there's a couple of lives that have gone up over the last couple of days. And, you know, is there some shorts I can make out of that? Well, let's have a look. OBS Vertical Live, Inside Secret. Yeah, that one might do it. See that one there? Inside the Secret World of Radio Stations. The one that's highlighted there. If I go and get the link for that, I'm doing this live, literally. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. Get shareable link. Okay, so and that says it's copied to clipboard. And then I'll go and find Opus up there, and I say, it says drop a Twitch, but basically it'd be any link if you've got the system. Control V. All right, so it's going to say, yeah, there's a video there, and it's going to say use your own video. It will stretch it out if for some reason it thinks it is. But what I want is AI clipping, model, and I want it to be vertical. So it's going to use 24 credits. So you get a credit a minute. Now there's a way of saving, if you've got intros and outros that you always have the same, you can drag this thing along and say, well, I'm only interested in the bit middle, and then it will change how many credits it uses. But I'll just go with the whole lot because I've got a few credits. Clip model auto, genre auto, clip length auto, 0 to 3 minutes. Now I don't want 3 minutes. I don't like 3-minute shorts. I want up to 59-second shorts. So that's fine. Genre auto, so it's going to decide what to do. And the only other thing I've got to do is make sure it's the right clip model. See there, it says clip anything or clip basic. So we'll let it choose, so it'll decide what to do. And genre, Q&A, commentary, marketing, podcast, comedy, others. We'll leave it on auto, so it'll decide. It will read it and decide what it's going to do. Clip length 3060, right? Okay. Now somewhere on here it should say that you want it to be whatever. Anyway, I'll click on there and we'll see what comes out. Now it says project submitted successfully. Auto import video, right? So all this is telling me what it's going to do. I want to save it, yeah, okay. And that says ETA 8 minutes. And so in 8 minutes time, I'll have some shorts that will be usable. I assume they're going to be usable. I don't know. I was looking for the 16:9:9:16 button, but once you go into it, you can actually change the ratio. Now, this is one of the good things. Although these are all clipped as verticals, if you want to, you can go in and you can change it back to horizontals, which is quite nice. In fact, I can show you that while we're waiting. If I go on to this one, you can see it's vertical, but up here somewhere, you can change 9:16, you go 16:9. Now it will change it. It's going to take some time, 60 seconds or so. But the other thing is you can go in and edit these things, which is rather nice. It's doing things there. But you've got the edit function, which is this one here. See if it'll let me in. There we go. Right, on this, so there's what it is that we're looking at. And we can pull along on the, you see all this on your editing software of some kind or another. So it shows you what's going on. And that's all very, very well and good. And this video is, I don't know, 16 minutes, 12 seconds long. So what it will have done, I think it's 16 minutes. Anyway, so what it will have done is it will do all of that, and you can now, has it finished? You can add words. Oh, please don't help me. So you add to the section, and you can go in and you can see if there's anything else in there. This one, because it was actually only being used as a trim, is whatever. I'm going to come out of that because I don't want to actually break it. That's a 17 seconds clip, which is rather neat. Let's see how we're getting on the other bit. Let's go back onto the home page. 50% there, so 5 minutes left. 24 minutes is quite a long video, so it's having to do some work. But you can see on here, well, virtually every video I've ever made has been turned into shorts. And some of them do absolutely wonderful business, and some of them don't. If you have a look at my shorts feed, which I can bring up on here, while that's doing that. So, views, well, 155, 120, and 1,100, 725, 1,600, etc., etc. Let's do it on let's sort by views. Right. So the best I've had 17,000, 6,700, 7,000. Yeah, it's done some really good figures. Bearing in mind the niche that I'm in, which is technology. So, and I've got 7. See how many shorts I've got there. But the point is, by doing it this way, they don't take actually very much time to produce. And if you strike lucky, that's good. Now, if you're in a different niche to me, then you will find that your views would be substantially higher, probably, because I'm in technology. It's a little bit boring, unless you're going to explode things, which I don't tend to do, because most of the stuff I've got is actually good stuff, and if I break it, it's broken. It's no good to me. So anyway, that's the way it's done. But they were all taken from. The. Where have I gone? That's the one I want. They were all taken from these lives. Now you see back here, a lot of them were taken from these lives. I used to do lives a lot. Now there's 85 lives on there, and I've only done a handful of verticals, all the rest are horizontal. Look, so you can knock off the verticals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, about 17 verticals. All the rest are horizontals. And those, if you look at the times on them, hour and 7, 45 minutes, hour and 1. Let's bring a few more up. Hour and a half. Yeah, all of those have been actually made into shorts. And the time it takes to do shorts is absolutely, well, people don't understand how long it takes to do videos anyway. But the time it takes to do shorts is very time consuming. Now, let's see what this has come up with. So I'm going to click on there, and it's going to say, you've got all these. All right, so they're all right, they're good. Now, this is what I was saying about you can. So this is where I was talking about on this live various things, and you can see here it's decided that some of it's worth watching. So if I go into that one on the editor, it's a 33-second short, and if I want to, I can vary all this. Now it says 16:9, so I'll change that to 9:16. There you go, just like that. And now I can play it. Still got any sound so you can hear. I've no idea what it's going to say because what I have, it says actually written up there what the script is. This is what it's pulled off. As it died, as in whatever. So let's turn the volume up and just press play, see what happens. We've got out. Oh, look, I'm on the dishwasher today, so we put it on. And when we got back, about 6 or 7 hours later, the dishwasher was still running, as in when we opened the door, the dishwasher was running. And then that's what made us realise that they were actually turning off the entire power to the entire apartment, including the fridge. And when we looked, they'd actually overridden the controls of the fridge, so everything was set to maximum cold. Now, if you think that's a story worth continuing, what you can do here, you add a section. So then you can either, so the end result of that was that if you were out for a long time, your ice cream went soft and went crunchy. So I can actually now highlight that and say add that. I mean, there's a couple of words in between which aren't necessary. So that'll go up there, and then look how easy it is. So that's got appropriate pictures up there. Right, so when we looked, they'd actually overridden the controls of the fridge so that everything was set to maximum cold. Now I can say, if you were out for a long time, your ice cream went soft. So I can take away, and it went crunchy by hitting the bin. It's gone. And then I'll get rid of that and hit that. So it's set to maximum cold. If you were out for a long time, your ice cream went soft. And that's it now. So all I've got to do now is say save change. Oh, this is another thing that's quite good, particularly for lives, because you've got the ability to use various AI things. Now it will remove filler words like ums and us and whatever. And it says there were 2. So I'll remove them. Okay, it says now there's none there. And remove pauses. When you're talking live, you tend to have pauses. On this particular bit, there's 8. And you can see the pauses. They are the bits down here where there's no wiggly line. So if I hit remove 8, it then means you've got a much more coherent thing, and it's back down to 30 seconds or thereabouts. So that's now quite a good video. If I do clicks from start and click, we've got out. Oh, look, I'm on the dishwasher today, so we put it on. And when we got back, about 6 or 7 hours later, the dishwasher was still running, as in when we opened the door, the dishwasher was running. And then that's what made us realise that they were actually turning off the entire power to the entire apartment, including the fridge. And when we looked, they'd actually overridden the controls of the fridge, so everything was set to maximum cold. If you were out for a long, long time, your ice cream went soft. There you go. It wasn't that simple. Save changes. This takes 60 seconds. As it says there, 60 seconds. So I won't. But anyway, so we've got all of these other ones, all of which, some of which are good, some of which are bad, but you can decide, you can play them. You can decide which ones look good to you. You can alter them to do what you want to do. And you can click, because of course on TikTok, a short isn't a short. It's just not a very long video. Whereas on YouTube, a short is a specific thing. Now, see, it says you can download it. Yeah, I can download it. I can edit it again, or I can post it. Now, I'm going to post that, and it's going to go onto. I'll just show it how to go. It's going to go onto my YouTube channel there, and it's going to go onto my Gotta Keep It Simple feed on TikTok. It's going to generate. It has generated description, and it's added the ice cream melted. It's going to put in various copy up there, and then I click publish now, and it should only be one click. It was only one click. That's it done. Now there's the two. In a few seconds, there will be, possibly on my phone, a notification to say that we've had something, although I'm not sure if YouTube Studio turns notifications off. If we go to my channel, run out again. If we go to Shorts, you can see there will be shortly. There we go, Hotel Power Surprise, dishwasher running, fridge on max, Shorts. 34 seconds, and they've done this. Public, monetization is set, ads pending. Today's date, there's no views yet, obviously, comments. Now, the only thing I do, there we go, that's the notification to say it's up. The only thing I do is I run a different software, vidIQ, which does channel audits. And I'll just show you that. There's a vidIQ channel audit. It says that the subscribers are up by a large amount, which they are. And, well, minutes are down a little bit. Bring it down here, and it will say, bear with while it does twiddly twiddlies. It says videos not added to playlist. Now this is a really useful feature. As it happens, I knew this was going to be here, so I can click on edit, and then I can go and put it into the playlist, which in this case is shorts. So let's put it into the shorts. But this is quite nice, and put your affiliate link in, because I'm an affiliate for vidIQ as well, and I'll put that into shorts. Click on done, and that's it. Now the only thing I do want to do is I want to put in the opus clips thing. So let's do a rejig on there. I'll do a save. This isn't opus or vidIQ. This is just something else gone wrong. Let's hit refresh. And what I want it to do is I want it to stick in my affiliate. It's still not going to do it. Right, that's wasn't what I wanted either. Let's get rid of that. What I wanted was the opus clips ones, but I can find that by just going onto any old video, any old video, and I'll just open up one of the latest ones. Go into details. I just find my affiliate links, including opus. Do Control C. Find that short, and I will just stick it in there. Control V. Well, that wasn't what I was expecting to happen. Undo changes. All right, I did something wrong there. You see that? Right, what I want is purely this bit. So that's what I want. But my Control C doesn't always work. I've got a gamer's keyboard. I tell you what, if you're not a gamer, don't buy a gamer's keyboard. It came with my computer and I don't like it because it's no good as a normal keyboard. It does things like that. So if I do that now, see what happens this time. That's more like it. So now I can hit save. It's done. So hello, Haldi Endlum and Rafatanya and others. Thanks for joining me, and hope you've learned something. I'm just going to wind it up now, unless anybody's got any questions, because I've done it. I've shown you how it works, and I've shown you how to do it. So we'll go from there. Okay, I'll shut that down, and if I go on to that and go on to that, go on to that, I should be able to do one of these infinite things. Go on to that. I should be able to do one of these infinite things. See? There it is. Anyway, I will say goodbye and hopefully meet you another time. See you another time. Anyway, I will say goodbye and